Hello and welcome. Yig here. Today we are going to look at Nordhold. This is a tower defense roguelite, which we looked at as the prologue for, which was Nordhold Origins. And if you played that enough, apparently there's a demo code somewhere. I don't know where that's at, so we'll ignore that part. But if you did play it, and you played it, I think, over an hour, you should have a code somewhere that you can punch in here, and it'll give you a bunch of honor, actually, which is your meta currency, which is very cool. So, jumping right in, this, as I said, is a roguelike tower defense. So, if you do like the gameplay you see here, there'll be a link to the Steam page in the description, and if you want to help the channel grow, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Now, this is an interesting thing. Right here, this seems to be for your last run. You have to have hit this wave 10 for your last run to get these two slots. Because I've had it most of the time, because I kept going past wave 10, no problem. So it seems to just unlock for your next game on that one. So you'll see 4 here pretty much always. We're gonna probably go with this wheat here. All right, return. I don't demolish a lot of towers. So that doesn't do it much. If life points in the village are below 50%, we get 2 extra. That's not bad. 3 gold when we build a tower. That's interesting. Increase life points of the village shield. That would be good. These relics are actually really good. All right, let's see. First enemy touch the village shield receives 3,000 damage. If unused, this damage is increased over time. Demolish towers. I don't demolish towers, so we'll take this. Whenever we build a tower, we get some money. Okay, let's take this wheat here. That way we can jump in. All right, so in this game, what you have here is you start out with a certain amount of stuff. Now, we're going to get the meta progression, and I'll show you because it's kind of cool. Because it used to be a tree. Now it's actually in the upgrades in your run. So you can actually spend this currency, which you get for sort of completing waves and beating bosses, even during the run you're in. Like, we want to do this, boom, we can do that. It's actually I really like that because it gives you a lot of choice and a lot of freedom there, and it makes it interesting because you're in the game and you're actually playing a game and you're able to go sort of look through these things. And I've done some of my meta progression, as you can see here. Now, usually this first wave we can get with just 1 tower. So we have our path down here. The path is procedurally generated, so it can do all kinds of cool or crazy things. We have a bunch of upgrades that you can get for your whole... Like, this kingdom can be upgraded a lot. Like, we have this hero tower now, which can boost up our heroes. We have this, which makes all of our production people do better. We are going to be over here. Now, we actually have an upgrade like this one, so it gives us 3. We start with 3 workers instead of 4. We're going to immediately hire number 4 here. And we're going to put them to work 2 here, and I think we're going to unlock the mill first. I do like to get that. And then we do have enough, so that 1 tower is going to be fine. So we're going to take that and we're going to get this guy up here doing this, because we can build a lot of those things. By the way, these are also unlockable. I haven't done all of them, as you can see. But you can actually unlock them during matches. You don't have to... Like, what is a Raven Tower? I don't even know. Unleashes its destructive shot over a massive range. Sounds interesting, at least. Alright, so when we finish those, we can actually... We get our honor. Now, there's a cool system here. Again, one of those things that I like to point out is you see these numbers on these. That's its height. And it maxes out at 4. And you get a significant amount of extra range. It's not always going to be the best choice. It probably is, but it's not always going to be the best choice. Sometimes you'll get something like this where that 2 might end up with more coverage, whereas this one wouldn't, but this is actually going to end up with a little bit more coverage. So we're going to have those 2 as our sort of beginning defense. The early buildings like this, if you can get this one up pretty good, it reduces the cost of buildings. So it's actually really, really good. So we want some wood, we want some all this stuff, and then we started with a little extra gold, but not too much. I actually had a card, a starting relic that gave me a plus 6 gold per wave, with the plus 6 adding another plus 6 if you didn't spend the gold per wave. So you could stack it up. I had it up to like 50%. Like, it was generating like 40 or 50 gold per round, per wave. It was very neat. Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. And you kind of just want to keep going there and getting your maximum coverage on your turrets and things like that. So, like, this might be the way to go. It's probably not. This will probably end up being ever so slightly better. Let's see. Okay, we don't have enough room to do that, but we can do that. And that'll give us one more worker. I'm going to toss him up here, though, because we are desperately in need of some of that. Now, I'm actually going to build this tower during the wave. By the way, these guys, the towers are actually have an upgrade cost, and it goes down by 5 gold per wave. So each wave it gets cheaper until it does it by itself automatically, which can save you a ton of gold, but can put you behind in damage if you're just like straight up unwilling to do that. Ooh, I think we go there. That'll loosen that should actually hold us for a little bit, because he's going to destroy a lot of guys by himself, but he's also anything that doesn't get just straight up murdered by his shots is going to... We're going to turn that speed up to at least double. You can do that down here. It's also some of the keys. I don't remember. G is faster. All right. Reduces the area effect. No. Yes. This right here is so strong. And that means we probably don't have to build another tower this round. I do want to build these down here at some point, because I haven't tried them out. I tried this one out in the prologue, but... All right, let's see. He's got stones going. We got the wood, because we want to get some wood to get this guy right here and then this guy right here. We'll probably go with that guy, though, because he increases... Like, this increases the wood. And each of these buildings does have, like I said, they do have their own, like, meta progression and stuff like that. One of the interesting things over here is, like, when you start looking at your production, they also have ones that cost gold but give you more of that. So a lot of times these things are really good. So in our case, we're actually going to do that for these 2 levels of our wood. That way our wood is just going to go... We won't need a huge amount of people doing just wood. Now, let's level him up. I tend to go with a little bit of a mixture of damage and fire rate, but I did... Barrier damage is a bubble shield, and penetration goes through the blue armor. So they're two very different things. So that's good to know, and this penetration can be very handy, especially if you have a tower that is... We're going to crank up his damage, but especially if you have towards the end, because it can get a little hectic. Let's put it that way. Yeah, see, that fire is going to chunk them down so much that these 2 should be sufficient to take care of the rest of it. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's go ahead and up his damage as well. This guy's going to go up a level. Should be next turn? Yeah, next turn automatically. I think we're going to need somebody down here, though. We could do that, or we could do that. That's a lot of range on that weapon right there. Yeah, we do that. That's a lot of range. All right. What were we building in town? We were getting ready to build this, but we're still a little short. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. Okay, so we're going to spend that 15, and we're going to do that. I'm going to go up here for a brief moment, and remember that I needed to do that. Let's open that gold mine. All right, let's see here. I can take you off of here and put you on the gold mine for the moment. All right. I did a thing that is not great, and I'll explain it real quick. Well, let's see how our wave does first. Then I'll explain it. So, I really like the way this game works, and the procedural generation on this. Like, I don't play a lot of tower defense games, but it seems really cool. Like, it makes for some very different runs. I've had runs where I've had just nothing but small, tiny towers, and they did great because things just worked out that way. He brings us 100 wood. That is very tempting. And the tower... -1 gold per tower level. That could save us a lot over the long run. Increased elite enemy chance sounds terrible, but I think it's actually really good because they drop items that you can use to increase. Building upgrade costs. He gets more 1 tile branch. I think we're gonna go with him though. I haven't tried this this reduction. So let's see here. I think for him we're gonna want some fire rate, especially since we have the fire laying down. That's going to be really good with him. All right, let's see what we got here. We want to get up here. We want to get this. We want to get this for our gold. We want tax burden. I should have grabbed it before I did the other thing, which is a bit of a bummer, but it'll live. All right, let's go down here. We have a pretty big area here. We can do another one of these. But where? Okay, right here. There's going to be good. That will work. Then we can explore here. You never know where they're going to go. Sometimes it'll wrap back. Like I said, I had one where everything was so condensed into just this small area that I had to just... I didn't even need a ton of them, by the way. Your guy has, like, little attacks that he can do. And that's what his energy charge does. You can once you get your hero, you can actually cast spells, your spells down here, and they do some cool stuff depending on the one. So tempting. But I think right here, as bad as it sounds, I'm going to take this because it's going to do both. It's going to generate wood and archers, which means we need less people to generate wood. We're going to go over to this house, and there's the 200 wood that I was hoping for. And now I need less guys here, and I need one guy here. Where next turn we can swap him back out and put him in there. All right. See, we got a plan. It may not be a good one, but we got one. All right, let's do that, and then explore that. See, there's gonna be like these areas right here are gonna do so much work because of that curve right there. So those curves do so much good for you. And when you get one that just winds and twists, and it's amazing. You'll be over here like, wait, what? The wave is already gone? Like, oh yeah, no, because it got cooked. Because all your turrets can hit it from everywhere. Do I have 2 spare workers? I don't feel like I have 2 spare workers right now. I kind of need everybody in their respective places. All right. Okay, cool. We got another level up here. I'm going to go with fire rate again because those towers having fire rate, amazing. All right. We are going to go with... We're going to go with range on this one. So I want him to hit a little sooner and a little later. All right. Okay. Now, over in the castle, we can do tax burden now. That's going to get us a gold income. I can even take him off and we will get 5 income. And that can get us the first level of a bunch of things. We need one of these because we have more of a cap of our population because we did that upgrade. That was what I was doing. I'm not really trying to explain everything I do because you kind of, these are the kind of games where you kind of want to learn it yourself. All right, if I put you here, it's tempting. Yeah, we'll do it. All right. Sometimes, so one thing I do that I have a bad habit of, and if you play this, you probably want to watch out for, is sometimes I don't look well enough and one of my towers is upgraded. Once they hit 0, they're just that until then. Oh, no, we got some leakage. No, that's a lot for this early in the game. Phew. Sorry, man, we don't have any money. I'm broke. Yeah, see, when these level up, once they hit that 0, it doesn't go down. So you can accidentally miss, like, an entire wave worth of upgrades, which was a bit of a bummer. Give you some penetration. And tempted to go with just straight damage, but again, we're going to go with fire rate because that's where we're getting our little lava damage, and that lava damage is really good. Okay, I think we do that. That'll start softening them up on their way in. We have our worker, which means that we can... Let's go here and get that up there. We do have a little bit of gold, which is also means what we can do is we can actually start each of these. That's going to dramatically increase how much we're getting. We don't need this one yet. We could get it, though. Nah, we'll go here for the moment. This one gives us cheaper towers. And we'll get that. We'll be working towards that. So we're going to take you off here and you up here because that'll get us our towers powered up faster. That is always good. All right. Let's see what we look like here. I want to try... I need to use this. I need to try this one out and see if it was good. in the Origins, it was so crazy good. Like, if you had anything that was like a big guy, it would just beam it down. Absolutely. Okay. There we go. Soften those things up just a little bit. We'll hope nothing gets through this time. We had this to help soften them up, and a lot of the is just that, like softening them up. Because look at that, they're just getting to here. It works very well. Oh, hold on, gotta pause to sneeze. Okay, sneeze averted. I don't know whether to do this or just try to throw a reroll. I think we're gonna do this because that's a lot of extra stacks and a lot of extra damage. So that should make those towers in particular a little bit more fantastico. All right, let's go. We have 13. I'm looking for rocks. So if we can get up to 20 gold, then we can up that a lot. So let's take this turn for this guy, and then this guy can probably move after that. Although he is doing well. Oh, let's go with damage on you. Let's go with... Tempted to go with a range on him because he gets so much more range. Fire rate, though. I like fire rate. All right, let's see here. We have one loneliest tower. He could go... You know what? We're gonna... It's tempting to just... Okay, we'll explore and then we'll see. Okay, so there's a 4 here. That would actually give him a lot of range. Okay, let's do that. Make sure nobody had gone up a level and I missed it. All right, I'm going to wait for the Bandit King. There we go. Do some of that. I run out of energy real fast on this guy, and this, that one doesn't hit very many people. It's not super disappointing. It just doesn't really hit a lot of people. Look at that. Look at how much damage. Oh, yeah, that upgrade on the fire was the way to go. Look at that. It's just melting these guys. Even this dude's going to be like, nope, sorry, I'm done. It's just getting pelted by it over and over and over again. Okay, the only chance he has is if my towers cannot kill him quick enough. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh, hey, we unlocked a bunch of perks, too. Nice. All right. Ooh, we got a legendary. Legendary. Ooh, look at that. We can crank that up so much. Oh, man, that is super. Yeah, we'll take that. That is just so good. Crit for all towers or receive a worker who does not affect the population limit. Okay, I'll take you. Hop over here, my friend. Hop over here. All right, what do we got here? We need 100 for the next worker, which is going to be pretty okay. That's not too bad. We have a decent income going. Look, we get 7 at this point just for existing. Which, oh yeah, what we wanted right there was we wanted our stone upgrade right there, and then we'll do our other 3 in the next 2 turns. That's the ticket. I swear All right. Oh, we could build it. Should we build it? Oh my god, that range is so small now. That would take a really, 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 really unique placement. On the other hand, this does not. But which one gives me better coverage? I think that one. Oh, let me check and see if anybody leveled up real quick. Okay, there we go. We'll keep going with that. Oh, he leveled up as well. My alarm is going off. I apologize. I think he needs damage. All right. Anybody else? No, everybody is good. Okay. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, that's actually not. Oh, you know what? That's what we needed right there. We needed a place where that ray would really do some damage. Zap those guys. The Q does not look as impressive as the other one. Oh yeah, look at them. They're just melting. Oh man, that is such a great upgrade. They're just disintegrating upon us. By the way, one of the nice things I do, one of the things I really like, because the runtime, oh man, do we do the we could do the ignore armor. That'll start wrecking people. Because if we do extra damage is good too, though. Like, this is hard. Fire rate, range. You know what? Let's do fire rate, because then we can just make the entire floor is made of lava. Why was I hesitating? It's a genius move. Everything is made of lava. Okay, let's have you do some of that. Now, if I saw what I was thinking, we'd be able to get some dudes here. So let's do it. And we'll just have to make sure we increase that thing's range. Yeah, I know. Oh, but good. Thank you for reminding me. Because I needed to go over here so we could hire that other worker. Where do we put that guy? We put him in the mines? We put him in the mines. We'll have enough for one of the next upgrades, and then 2 turns on both those upgrades. That's not bad. Let's see how they do. Ooh, it does beam down a little bit. It spazzes out a little bit when it can't reach anybody, which is kind of funny. Hopefully we don't have any 2 leaks that are too big. I feel like if you had some good extra range on that thing, it's probably amazing, but I think it's probably just going to be okay for us. On the other hand, this is why we need all these rocks right here. Oh, we can keep increasing it too. Those prism towers, this is a cool thing. This takes damage from up to 70% bonus damage from other towers that aren't shooting. So if they're not shooting at the time and it's just the first guy. Ooh. I think we do that. I want that, but I think we're taking this. I want to make that runestone tower work out. I want to see how good that thing is. We're going to keep going for that. We do have a little issue here. Let's go ahead and do range, because I think range will help out. I don't think it's going to fix the issue with that tower. That tower needs a buddy. It needs a buddy real bad. All right, can we build it a buddy? Let's go build it a buddy, because it really, really, really wants to have a buddy down here. All right, let's build you a buddy. There you go. All right, and I think what I want here is I want something to cover as much space here as I can get. And I think that's this too right here. Yeah. All right, I think that should work. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, because that extra damage on that thing. Oh, yeah, now, look at that. Now it's starting to actually chip down some guys pretty fast. That works out okay. Supposedly when it hits the bosses, it really, like, at least the single beam version, really cooked the bosses. But yeah, look at how weak they are. By the time they get here... This is just we don't even kill much in the beginning of their invasion. We just melt everybody right towards the middle. Not bad. Oh, I had a weird bug earlier with this. 4 random enemies. Oh, so both of his are kind of targeted. Okay. Most of the guys in here I've had AoEs on, so... What is that going to be? 6? Or kill 3 enemies, cost 2 energy. I think we go with that. Tower construction cost. Each worker generates 1 gold per wave. That would take care of our gold problem altogether. Although spell energy would be pretty good. Oh, no. Okay, let's do that. And then volcano mortar fire rate plus 20%. Oh. Plus 4 height chance times 2. That would... we'll take that, because that's going to give us better... What do we got here? After the economy phase, upgrade is reduced on a random one. Those are pretty okay. Lighthouse missions offer relics. I'm going to have to skip that for the moment. Okay, let's get those 2 upgrades. So you have yours. Now you have yours. Do we go for that? Are we really getting that much gold out of that? I feel like we're not. All right, level ups. It's a very busy game. Which is not actually a bad thing, you know? Like, you have a lot to do in between waves, but it is a very chill game, too. The time I have spent with it today has just been kind of relaxed and cool, so that is always appreciated. All right, let's see here. We could unlock one of these other attacks. Oh, we still haven't done a Raven Tower. Okay, how big it... Wow. Do we go with the 3? Is plus 1.5 range even noticeable? It is not. Okay. Okay, so... Like that. Let's do it. Oh my god, that thing has so much. Okay, let's do this because he'll already be in our range. It doesn't shoot fast. That's for sure. Oh, we have another prism area. Right up here. Yeah, we might be able to get one over here too. Oh, we could be prisming it up. So long as we didn't already leak too much. Alright, let's do that. Zap you guys. Unfortunately, I'm out of wizardry points now. Oh, they're getting ever so slightly closer. All right, not too bad though. What are we? Whoa, wave 15, I think. I don't think this is the farthest I've gone. Oh, hello. You guys are unpleasant. Are you gonna drop me a chest? Yeah, you did. Okay. I can't turn my workers away like that. Since most of our damage on this is coming from the dot, it feels like the smart thing to do is to make the dot make us fire faster. Let's go ahead and do that. Crit also increases its crit damage. Oh, that would be good. That is a good burst on that. Arc Tower hits deal increased damage against enemies with more than... I think the crit chance also increases its crit damage, and then we can hopefully increase its crit chance at some point. So we have 2 good places for these. Being right here. Ooh, are we here or there? We're there. That 3 would be good. Oh, there's 4, though. There we go. There's 1. Do we need 2? I think we don't have the ability to get 2. So I think it doesn't matter. Let's see. We could toss out that, though. Okay, we'll do it that way, and then we'll explore this way. I know it's available. You know what? Let's do it, though. So that festival is in your bar, and you click that, and now we're going to get extra, extra, extra on each of these. So that'll help us out for the next 3 waves. All right. Oh yeah, that's going real good. Oh yeah, look at us. Oh. We almost didn't level him. Oh, we upgraded that range. Oh, that range is so much better now. Okay, did we miss anybody else's level up? Okay, back to the action. Ooh, let's see how far they're going. Oh, I'm getting a little nervous here. Okay. Nervousness gone. That was a good buy. That first upgrade on that gives him like his initial range is 2, so it literally doubles his range. Was it 2 or is it 3? I can check him on in between the next wave, but that's a lot. That is a lot. Oh, hello. Increase the fire rate of towers in the radius of it. I don't think I'll have very many towers in that radius. That is a tiny radius. Whereas that is just doing work. Alright, let's see here. I think we go for damage on that and that because they are weakening things up. Okay, we got speed on you again since he's... Yeah, okay, let's see. My initial range is 2. And it goes up to 4. So, or 3.4. So yeah, that's actually a really good deal. All right, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay, he is gonna fire faster. Okay. Yeah, it feels like you're just there's all, and there is, because there is always something to be done. It just I was kind of laughing at myself there because it was one of those things like, we'll build that, but we're not going to end up using it yet. Let's build this though, because that'll give them all a little bit more damage. That's a strength buffing thing. So yeah, that'll work out. That should do it. Okay. If we explore this way, that's fine. Brewery doesn't need to be active right now. That's the barrier. Oh, I wonder, like, if I don't have anything that specifically targets barriers, is that thing gonna get them all the way through? Because that's one thing I didn't do. Like in the previous games, I've always had one thing because I've always had one or two things that had plus a couple 100% damage to barriers like these. Okay, so we definitely gotta get something going with those. Probably the fire towers will get that upgrade, because then they'll chunk everybody down. Oh man. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and take you and you two out. We'll soften things up. Oh, it might be over. It might be over. Oh no. Maybe not. We might be good. Yeah, so those guys are dead. Those guys are dead. Those guys are all gonna hit me. Ow, no. Sadly, not my highest yet. We did unlock some perks, though. So yeah, that's the other place you can see them, is actually right here. You can actually go through and check your progression, and you can spend them. And I kind of like this because you can just go... You can actually just sit there, go in here, spend them, and then hit play again and just be ready right into your next game. And you can jump out in the middle of a game and save a game, which is great. Let's see here. Okay, I will worry about that after I render and upload this. So, this has been Nordhold. This came out yesterday, so I will have a link to the Steam page in the description, as I said earlier. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you come back for the next one. And most of all, as always, I hope you have a great day.